What's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing back at it with another post-fight review. Ilunga Makabu, WBC champion at Cruiserweight versus Olanrewaju Durodola. I just know how to pronounce his last name. Durodola. Now, this fight, I believe, happened over there in the Congo, where Ilunga Makabu's from. And, Durodola being a Nigerian, a guy who's fought plenty of guys. He's fought the who's who in the Cruiserweight division. It's actually fought more guys, in my opinion, in the cruiserweight division than Ilunga Makabu. But that don't matter nothing because most of his big fights Durodola had at cruiserweight, he lost, you know what I mean? But this fight was a very good back and forth fight, you know what I mean, between Makabu and Durodola. In the first round, it was basically a feel-out round. Both guys just pawing out the jab, you know what I'm saying? Not really much action, but from round two till the end of this fight, it was pretty action packed, you know what I mean? Both guys not so much defensively responsible, although I do give Makabu a little bit more credit for, being more defensively responsible, you know what I mean? Durodola was throwing the jab to the stomach, straight right hands, you know what I mean? I'm occasionally catching Ilunga Makabu, the southpaw, with the straight right hand, But Makabu, kept his composure. Even though Durodola was applying pressure, the man Makabu would slip punches, you know what I mean? Throw left hooks to the body, just hitting his opponent any and everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Makabu was very good in the pocket, especially when in close quarters. Him being the shorter fighter with the shorter reach, his best work was from the inside. Although he did have some nice, beautiful straight 1-2s, you know what I mean? Jab behind, jab, and then the straight left hand from distance, you know what I mean? But Makabu, the guy kept his composure, The guy's fighting in his hometown, his home country. Durodola being the traveling man, coming to the man Makabu's home country. And never in this particular fight, even though it was close, it was a close fight till the time it got stopped. Never did I think that Makabu was going to wilter under the pressure, you know what I mean? Even though the man Durodola, was on top of him, you know what I'm saying? But Makabu did have his nice straight left hands from distance. I think Makabu won whether it was on the inside or the outside. Makabu kept his composure, throwing the right uppercut, you know what I mean? Throwing some haymakers. Makabu is a knockout artist, you know what I'm saying? And in round 7, the man Makabu got caught with a straight right hand, you know what I'm saying, or a right hook. And, he was still there. But then the man Makabu just started unleashing punches, body punches, and he caught him on the inside with a flush lead left hand from short distance, you know what I mean? Not from long distance, a short lead left hand. Catches him, man, and it visibly hurt the man Durodola. He started backing up, and then the Makabu launched a straight Dal Sims type of long reach left hand. Boom, puts this guy on the canvas. He gets up, but he's on shaky legs. A referee stops it in round 7. 7th round TKO for the man Ilunga Makabu. You know what I mean? Good victory, in my opinion, Two African fighters, you know what I mean? If you know anything about two African fighters, they ain't going to be too much filling out stuff, These guys going to go for the gusto. You check it, and that's what both of these guys did, you know what I mean? Makabu did. He always kept his left hand up. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. He always kept his left hand up using that jab. And when he was ready to unleash the left hand, he did. And that's ultimately what ended this fight. 7th round stoppage for the man Ilunga Makabu. What would I like to see next from him? Hopefully a unification. With Marius Briedis. Marius Briedis is a guy who already beat Durodola, Durodola's fought the Krujashayevs, the Wojciechowskis. He's fought all these cruiserweights from Europe. Tabisa Muchunu from South Africa, who Ilunga Makabu beat already. Now I'd like to see this man Makabu, the WBC champion, go into unification. As a matter of fact, let me look at Let me look at the cruiserweight rankings. Let me see who's next up for Makabu as far as his Mando or number one contender in the WBC. Because if it's not no worthy name, then it's about time the man Makabu. And look, Makabu's resume is nice. It really is. He got a nice resume. You check it, you know. But let's see who's who. Cruiserweight. Oh, so Tabisa Muchunu. I got a Makabu already knocked out. Is the number one contender. Uh, uh, Alexei Papin is number two. Durodola was number three. Michael Siaslik. These are guys that the man's beat already. Okay, so at cruiserweight, WBA. Who the F is this guy? Arsen Gulamarian. I've never heard of him. I know Beibut Shumanov. Well, okay. WBO title's vacant. Why? I don't know. I guess they were waiting on Lawrence Okoli versus Glowacki to fight. And Glowacki, I can't remember the reason he didn't get to fight the man Okoli. But hopefully that fight could still be made. Marius Brides is the IBF champion that he took off for Junior Dorticos. So I'd like to see the man Makabu versus either of these, the WBA champion, this Arsen Gulimarian. I'll be honest with you, I never heard of the guy. Or Marius Brides, the IBF champion. Or the winner of Glowacki. I'd love to see Okoli. Because I think Okoli will beat Christoph Glowacki. You know what I mean? Okoli's been on a nice knockout streak lately. So I believe, Glowacki's been through many wars, and I think his best days are behind him. I'd love to see that fight, man. So Tabisa Muchunu, one of only two African world champions we have currently in boxing, gets it done. 7th round stoppage. Leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all thought about this fight, and I'm gone. Peace.